Hi, welcome back to Raina's English class. My name is Raina, and today we have a special guest with us. This is my friend Supreme. He will be joining us over the course of this video. I love planet Earth. I think that America has a problem of cognitive dissonance in regards to planet Earth. Although, there is one thing that we can do to help solve this problem, by using pieces of literature. Maybe Soup knows what we're talking about. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas by Ursula K. Le Guin is a representation of the human cognitive dissonance in regard to human greed. Similarly, humans refuse to acknowledge the effects that factory farming has on climate change and the lives of the living creatures that are being taken away. The concept of that story can be related to anthropocentrism. Now, Soup, do you know what that is? Anthropocentrism is the idea that everything on Earth is meant to benefit us. That sounds weird. Let me put it in perspective. This is like fish dying from acid rain because of pollution. Are you ready to hear this? It's kind of sad. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas is the story of a perfect town, and there's this child, and this child takes on all the guilt of the world in this perfect town. The child of this story lives in a dark broom closet. He sits in his own feces and he has never seen sunlight. That's the same thing that happens with animals in factory farming. Now we are going to move on to a special segment called Fact Time. But first we have to ask ourselves, what is climate change? Climate change is a term used to describe ecological processes in the changing weather patterns that has to do with greenhouse gas emissions and pollution. 15 to 37% of all species, potentially millions, could be committed to extinction by 2050 as a result of anthropogenic climate change. What does this have to do with factory farming? Globally, the livestock sector is responsible for 18% of greenhouse gas emissions, more than transportation sector worldwide. This means that cows create more methane than cars. But what about the jobs of the factory farmers? Well, I've got the news for you. People who work in industrial farms and those who live in nearby communities are especially vulnerable to certain health conditions. Eye irritation, respiratory illnesses such as bronchitis and asthma and nausea are caused by exposure to ammonia, which comes from farm animals' waste. Here's an example. Chickens take a full 3 months to grow to fully grown. In factory farms, they pump them full of hormones so they're fully grown within a month. Their bones can't handle that, so those chickens, their bones break underneath them. That's really cruel, like how it was cruel what they did to the kid of Omelas. Imagine if you never saw the sun again. This is why the Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas is so important. How can we love our pets, but not love another living creature in the same way? You would be devastated if your dog's leg was broken. The question we need to ask ourselves is, should the majority uphold the minority? Most people say yes, but that is the exact opposite of what happens. What do you think? We can use this story by Ursula K. Le Guin to open our minds to the things that we choose to ignore, like what happens to the environment. Especially the things that happen to the environment because of human beings. And greed. We've only got one planet. Respect it. Happy Earth Day.